all the way from Australia, and we're going to be talking about her new book. Susan is. Yes.
Hi.
Oh,
Is that
yes.
better?
Yes, I hope so.
Can you hear me? Is that better?
Yes, that's better.
I
Yeah,
just put my headphones. I actually just put my headphones.
really. But I can hear you clearly, so I hope it doesn't cut out.
Same. Yeah, same. I can hear you clearly. Okay, cool.
So
So
let's get
hi.
into the. Hi, darling. How are you? Good to have you back.
Okay, let's get into the book. Let's do it.
Let's get into the book before we get cut out again. So tell me
Okay.
about the book.
So practically, the book is about the journey of a black young girl who was born in Australia, and we get to see how she manages to handle challenges of growth,
Mhm.
her self-identity, learning so much about herself as a black girl in her own skin, discovering who she is, the challenges of being black, and also discovering who she is practically as a black young girl. The aim of writing the book was to spur other people, to
Yeah,
encourage them into the acts of loving one another and in good deeds, as in
yeah,
accepting people for who they are, um, regardless of your skin or what you have, your lips, regardless of the quirks or the beauty spots you have, for
yeah,
people to just love you for who you are and accept you and embrace your curves or how slim you are or how tall you are, and to just really love you for things
yeah.
like that.
Love yourself for you.
Yeah, for self-love practically. And I think that was the whole point for doing this book, to let other people see people for who they are, and it's not just
Yeah.
black people but also other races. Yeah.
That brings me to people. You realize we have so many African women that have gone ahead to bleach and
Oh
change
yeah.
their color to
Ooh,
I don't know what color, and it always looks bad. What
yeah,
advice would you give such people with your book? At least I've always said to myself, I love myself just the way I am. I've been bullied
yeah,
because of my big lips, my nose, my skinny long legs, and I said to myself, no, this is who I am. I am black. I'm
exactly.
beautiful.
Yeah,
Everybody that says, oh, if you use a little whitening soap for your skin, the makeup is going to
mm,
appear better, you're going to look different, you're going to look beautiful. What would
yeah,
you tell these people? Because day and night we still have people doing this. Even 2020, we have people that are spending most of their money getting injections to change their skin color. They're paying
yeah,
so much for their skin to just change to white.
definitely. In the book I have a chapter that talks about black is enough. I don't need any other skin color. My black is enough. Even if you go a shade lighter, there is someone still lighter than you. So you can never really arrive to the right color that you want. You will always be bleaching and bleaching and bleaching and practically harming your skin at the end of the day. So there is not perfect beauty. There is just beauty. You're beautiful in your own skin. I think what I
Yeah,
would say to anyone that feels the need of wanting to bleach, or even the need, like, do what you think is beautiful for you. But one thing I'll say is, um, you're enough. You don't need another shade. You don't need to be 50 shades of dark. You don't need to, you know what I mean? You don't need to be 50
yeah.
shades of lightness. You are enough and you're beautiful just the way you are. And if you ask your husband why he fell in love with you, it wasn't because of the color of how lighter your skin is. It's because of the person, the individual you are. And I think sometimes we, because of what media or of what the world perceives as beauty, they
Yeah.
forget that that you're not that. That's the ideal of what they want us to be. But at the end of the day, even the industry right now is embracing beautiful curvy models. I've seen models that are beautiful, black, and Like I know a lot of Black Sudanese models that are doing great right now
Yeah,
because of the
yeah.
color of their skin. And honestly, thank you for keeping your skin, and I love your shade. And I think just be true to yourself, because if you love yourself, other people will also love you, and
Yeah.
they'll see you for who you are. Self-love, like, yeah,
And
definitely.
that also is caused by low self-esteem. Some people have low
Yes.
self-esteem, and
Yeah.
they feel like the only thing can boost it is appearing in a different body, in a
Light.
different
Yeah,
face. So people learn to have
definitely.
high self-esteem, because that is going to take you so many places, because you're not going to wait for somebody else's validation of how you look or how you appear. And that also takes me to surgery. What do you have to say about people that are going in for um, butt implantation, breast augmentation, and everything? Because
Yeah.
lately I see so many African celebrities doing it, and
Oh, wow.
we as
Wow.
African women, we're not used to these things. These are things that we've started seeing on TV. So
Okay.
it's actually brainwashed all of us, even us African people, to an extent where lately we're all thinking, oh, I think, because I've said this to myself, oh, I think I would go for breast
Mm.
implants. And but then where has all this come from? Why is our mind being brainwashed by the Western people's appearances?
One thing I'll say, like, I want to read you something before I proceed. In the book, like, I'll go back to that chapter 5 where I'll just read it to you. It says, I am black, I am beautiful, I'm intelligent. I need no other skin color. I'm enough. I'm a child of God. Society does not define me. Social media does not tell me who I am. The opinions of others don't define me. I come from a bloodline of overcomers. I'm royalty. I'm the true definition of strength and perseverance. Hence, I stop like allowing other people's sadness to make me who I am. So, if you believe that true beauty comes from enhancing another thing, one thing is people need to realize is when they create surgeries or when they create all these things, there is good effects of it and there's also negative effects of it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I would say do whatever makes you feel happy, but
Hmm.
at the end of the day you need to realize that it will not complete you or satisfy
Yeah.
you. It will not complete you or satisfy you. I've seen a lot of people that do breast implants, and once you start one thing, you want to
You
now
go
change
to
another thing. Yeah, like
And
it's a
before you
continue.
know
It's a
it, you're
business.
looking ugly. You look ugly because you've gone for Botox, you've gone for this, you've gone for facelift
Exactly. Yeah.
everywhere,
So
and before you know it, you look like a vampire.
like it's definitely continuous. Will you look beautiful? Yes, I've seen a lot of people who look beautiful. Some people, their surgery it goes wrong, it doesn't work. But at the end of the day, um, like, are you comfortable in your skin? Like, you need, I think before you decide to do things that will change you extravagantly, I would say first have maybe therapy, seek, talk to someone about that to find out what's really the matter. Is it really I need a big butt or I need big boobs, or is it really something that's coming from a place where you've never addressed these questions about why you feel inadequate? Did someone ever reject you? Is it from rejection? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, find out the root cause of what's making you
yeah,
make these decisions. Because sometimes
yeah.
a
Why
guy
are you
could be like,
feeling? Yeah, why are you
exactly, like,
feeling ugly about yourself?
yeah,
you've been beautiful growing up.
and
That's how you've been looking. So why do you feel
exactly.
that the need
And
right now to change?
yeah, and I definitely believe sometimes it comes from things people have told us, and that's why I created the book. Like, things people, they've bullied you, they've told you your skin is dirty, or you have a big nose. So you grow up with these perceptions of yourself, ideas you've created in your mind, and you're like, I can never be beautiful. So you start
Yeah.
admiring beauty in other women, and you
Mhm.
want that beauty for yourself. yes, you can copy and get a Beyonce beauty, but you can never be Beyonce because there's only one Beyonce.
Yeah.
No one can ever be Judy Had because there's only one Judy Had. You know,
And no
no,
one
you
can be
can't.
Susan Mutese because there is only one Susan Mutese.
Exactly. But you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, it's coming to that realization and self-check yourself. And if you think that's what you need, then fair enough. It's your money. It's at the end
Yeah.
of the day. But you need to understand that does not complete you and it will not make you the person that you want to be. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna get back to designing.
Okay.
What are the challenges that you first being born in Australia and then
Yeah.
being a designer? How hard was it for you to break into the market, the fashion industry in Australia? Was it
To be
easy because
honest,
that's where you were born from and you were taken as an Australian regardless of your skin color? Or was
to
it?
be honest, like any ambition is never easy. There is
Mhm, yeah.
rejection and rejection and rejection, and you're never easily accepted easily. You know, that building, it's like building a house. It takes tears, it takes rejection, it takes pain, it takes a lot of things. And for me to be embraced as an African designer, it took me a lot, honestly, a lot of sacrifices, a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of hard work, just for people to believe that you have a talent and someone wants to see it. And I think it also took prayers for me to be in the right place, the right time, the right opportunities, for the right people to see me, and for the right people to recognize that I had potential, and for me to do charity work and to embrace my talents. I've always believed in myself. One thing I'll say is you need to be your greatest cheerleader. You need to
Exactly.
be your greatest cheerleader. And once you believe in yourself, other people will start believing in you because they see something in you. Yeah.
Thank you. It's always good to be your own cheerleader, guys. I've always cheered myself, and I use it as a weapon. It keeps me
Yeah.
going because if I don't cheer my work, and somebody else doesn't see it, I'm going to end up giving up. I'll be like, nobody sees my work. But then at the end of the day, you don't do this for them. You're doing it because you
Exactly.
love it. So if they don't see it, you're seeing what you're doing and you're doing it, you love it, and you do it with passion. So always be your own
Yes.
cheerleader. Support yourself before
I
other
love
people
that.
support you. So
Oh,
it's
that's
good. Thank you.
beautiful.
Yeah, we're going to go into a little, some people have comments coming in.
Let
You
me
can
share
try
one of
to read,
mine.
Susan, try to read the comments on your side as I go through this.
Okay. If you have questions, come online. It'll be great. Leju, Toby. Hi, Toby from Australia.
Um, is
Say
this
hi.
Jagneth says people don't look deeply, but even if you have this enlightenment, it will be encounter aimed to an culture
Hi,
and
Eva.
seem rebellious.
I can't see the comments. Like, I'll.
When we don't love ourselves and want people from the outside to love us instead of loving ourselves. Okay,
Yeah.
it's just commenting about what we were saying.
It's just
That's all.
comments. Yeah.
Yeah,
But to
comments,
be
comments.
honest, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. I think one thing I would say is take a good look in the mirror and speak positive affirmations to yourself every day until you believe that you're beautiful, and when you believe it, no one will put you down. Even if someone tells you today that you're this and that, no one will put you down. But
Yeah,
yeah, and the beauty industry makes money, so you need to also understand it's there to make money.
it's a
So
way for
someone,
them to promote their products, and
yeah.
we love,
But do
we love,
we love beauty? We're women.
we
At the
love
end of the
beauty.
day, we're not against anything that enhances your beauty. But you remember, it will enhance, but it will not change the character in your heart.
And then
Yeah.
somebody called the satellite is asking, "Are you Rwandese by origin?"
I'm half. I'm half a lot of things, y'all.
You, your
Yo,
expression is exactly the same expression I always use every time I have
yeah,
to. Because we say we're Ugandans, and we are Ugandans
we
because we're half
are.
half. And every
Yeah.
time somebody goes like, "Are you Ugandan or are you Rwandese?" I go like, "Ha!" Because people have failed to understand the meaning of dual citizenship. People, I don't
Yeah.
understand why so many Ugandans always have a problem with someone that says I'm Ugandan and they're half Ugandan, half Rwandese. It's always something that
Yeah.
I've really had trouble, terrible situations with. I'm always attacked on Facebook. Oh, you're Rwandese, you should go back to your country. Oh, you're not
Oh,
from
wow.
Uganda. But I tell people, come on, guys, it's dual citizenship.
Judith, I have a question. What does the word unapologetically black mean to you? Because you're a beautiful black woman. So just tell me, what does that mean to you, as Judith had?
It means to me, I use it as a celebration. I don't owe anybody an
Beautiful.
explanation why I'm
Yeah,
black, and I don't owe anybody an explanation of where I come from
I
because
love
I
that.
am African. That makes me African. So when someone is like, "You're on this, you know, Ugandan," I'm like, "You're forgetting that I'm African, and this is Africa. So I could belong anywhere because I am African."
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
yes, unapologetically black, that is how I define it to people. I don't
What
have
would
to.
Judith, you've been talking
Yeah.
about like a lot of people, you're saying that people attack you on social
Hmm.
media. If
Yeah.
you would face them today, what things would you say you're not apologizing for? What things would you tell listeners or anyone that's attacked you in a way that's demeaning and ever made you feel like less than? What things would you tell them right now? Like, what
I'll
would you
tell
say?
them I'm not apologetically about my tribe, my origin,
Yeah, yeah,
my big lips,
yeah,
my big ears, my long legs. My,
yeah.
m I'm not apologetically about for being
Yeah.
all this beauty. So yes, that's what I tell them. I'm not apologetically for being this beautiful, being created in this dark shade.
I love that. Oh,
Yeah.
that is so beautiful. I love that. I
And
love
what
that.
would you say?
I would say, ooh, I would say I'm not apologizing for being multi-talented because it helps me relate to a lot of different creatives in so many aspects and walks of life. And I get to understand where everyone is at, whether you're a model, you're a dancer, you're a designer. I've
Hmm.
been blessed to have those gifts. I would say I'm not apologizing for having the name Susan Mutesi, because if I didn't have it, you wouldn't know about it. I'm not apologizing for my color shade. I'm not apologizing for my faith. I'm not apologizing for loving you all. I love you all. Even when you're not nice, I still love you
Yeah.
because if you're not nice, then other people won't know that there is a nice side to me. So I just want to say I'm not apologetic for humanity. I love humans. I love people, whether good or bad. I love them. I believe there is always good in anyone.
Good everybody, whether they act mean, there is always
Yeah,
that good side. And I learned to understand that some people try
yeah,
to be mean and rude because they don't want to show their weakness. And when it comes to their weakness is loving. So people
yeah,
fight love, and I fail to understand why. So yes, there is
yeah.
always good in everybody. There is good in everyone.
Judith, I have a question. I know this is your interview, but look at
No,
me. Just
no, I love when the conversation is flowing. I hate to be the one
yeah.
asking this, that. I like it
I,
when we actually have a conversation.
Judith, are you married?
I was married, but
Oh,
I'm not.
nice.
Yes, I was
Okay.
married for 12 years.
Oh, wow. Wow,
Yes,
you
yes.
look so fresh. Like you've never even wow. Okay,
Nobody's
if the
touched me, darling.
yeah, yeah, you look so fresh. I know.
I actually
I
have three
love it.
kids.
No way, you amazing, beautiful woman. Now you should be unapologetic for that. That is
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yes, I have three kids. My son is 13, and I have twin girls who
Beautiful.
are 11.
Twins? You've got twins in your blood?
Yes, my grandmother was a
Ah,
twin. She had twin sisters. My their father has twin brothers. I have twin sister cousin.
wow.
My cousins are twins. So yes, I was surrounded by twins, and I'm so blessed that I was the only one that had them among my sisters.
Okay, I have a question. If you were to look for a new husband, if you're not even looking, are you looking? What qualities do
Honestly,
you, what now?
qualities.
Yeah,
Honestly
what
speaking,
qualities?
um, okay, yeah, I'll still answer that. On it, but right now, I've said to myself, I don't feel like I want to be with a man
Yeah.
because I got married when I was 19.
Ooh, very, very early. Yeah.
Yeah, very, very early. So I feel like I want to be me. I want to go through. I went through challenges. I raised myself since I was 15. I lived on the streets. So um,
Oh my
I feel
gosh.
like,
How did
yeah,
you find yourself? Please don't move. Don't move. Don't move away from that. Could you tell me? Tell me a little bit more about that. So how did
it's,
you come from a girl from the streets? How did you get to making a name for yourself? Tell me about it.
I was a go. I've always been a very hardworking young girl. I've always been a go-getter. So
You do have resilience. Yeah.
yeah, resilience. So I came
Yeah.
from the streets, managed to find myself working as a model for Amstel Beer in Rwanda. And then I moved
Wow.
from Rwanda, came to Uganda, and that's when I joined Sylvia Worry, Zipper Models. And then from there, along the way, I met the father of my kids. But that wasn't because I sat and said, oh, one day I'm going to find a good man. One day I'm going to find a
Yeah.
man that will marry me. No, I said, for now that I'm taking care of myself, I'm going to keep working until one day I make it. And then along the way came this man that took me as his wife, and I had a good life. I made
Yeah.
a big name. So yeah, and today I feel like if I'm still living, I still have my two arms, I have my two legs, I have a brain. Why am I going to sit comfortably and wait for somebody else to bring food on the table? I feel like I'm not doing what I was called in this world to do. So I say, I'm going to
Ooh.
start all over again. I don't care who's going to say, oh, she doesn't have the house. She doesn't have this anymore. She's hustling for herself. I say to myself, no, I have my two arms. I'm going to hustle
Mm.
and I'm going to be very successful, independent, than
Come
depending on
on.
someone. And you know, in Africa, when you get married to a white man, you're always going to be called a gold digger. And I got to a
Yeah.
point where I said, enough is enough. I'm going to get out and I'm going to show you that
Yeah.
I can make my own money and be independent without a man in my life.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow. If you were to do it again, if you were to do it again, what would you be looking for in a husband? Now you've learned so many things. Like
Yeah.
you can actually you've learned like you know the secrets and you've learned so much, Judith. What would
Mhm.
you say you would look for a man and say, I can consider that guy?
One thing, I want to be married to my best friend.
Oh, Dave, very
I
sweet.
want to be with somebody I understand that understands me. I want to
Yeah,
be honest, 100%. I want them to be honest. I don't want
yeah.
any lies anymore. I don't want to live with somebody that is showing me the good side and not the bad side.
Ooh,
Do you
yeah.
get what I mean?
Yeah, I
So
get you.
I want honesty, like realness,
Yeah,
friends. I'm
yeah.
doing this. You want to jump on the bus? We go to Fort Potro. Yes, darling, I'm jumping on the bus. Let's go. Let's take a trip. Oh no,
Wow.
that's the kind of
Yeah,
person that I want to be with, instead of being with somebody and then they like this, you don't like it. You like this, they don't like it. It brings a lot of complications in the relationship
yeah,
because you don't share so much in common.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So as a single mom right now, how are you dealing with quarantine? How is quarantine for you?
It's this is what has kept me going, inviting different
Oh,
people, inviting friends from all over the world, and sitting here, having a
yeah.
conversation, and then seeing people joining the conversation.
I
It's
love that.
helped me. That's what I've been doing.
Yeah.
I live for the people, and I'm for people. So when I
Always.
talk like you, this morning it's so early, but I'm enjoying the sun, and then I feel like me and you are sitting together. I'm having my tea, and
Yeah.
then yeah, you were just having a conversation. So that's how I've managed to go through the quarantine because when it started, I was just flying back from. I had been to Dubai and then Tanzania. So when it
Yeah.
started, I got a terrible, terrible like 2 weeks of being bullied, being threatened, or we're going to hunt you down. You have coronavirus because one of my friends that I was with in Tanzania tested
Mm.
positive. But then
Wow.
people didn't give me time to explain exactly what had happened. So what happened? I met this friend of mine, friend to friends, on my birthday night. Then the next day he flew to South Africa. So on his return back to Tanzania, he tested positive. So he got it from South Africa. And the
Oh,
night I met
wow.
him, he didn't have it.
Yeah.
So nobody gave me a chance to explain my side of story when I found out the truth about his testing. So
Yeah.
on Twitter, everyone was like, "We're gonna hunt her down. We're gonna kill you. You."
Oh,
They called me so
God.
many names. You should stay where you are. Why are you always moving up and down? I was like, "Oh wow." So
Gosh.
I was self quarantine. I was quarantining, and after
Yeah.
14 days, I was like, "Where am I even gonna go? People are gonna stone me because I went to one of my friend's restaurants, and she was so pissed off. How can you come to my restaurant? You want to kill my business. You're positive, and then you still come to my restaurant?"
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I went through that, and then I couldn't see my kids. I can't see my kids. So but at the end of the day, it's healthy
Yeah.
for me to stay away for some time because you never know. It could be I could have a very strong self immune system, and you never know. So I've said I'm not
Yeah.
gonna see them until everything is done. You know.
Yeah. You know
Yeah.
what?
So
Like,
this has
you,
kept me going. If it's the best thing that
yeah.
I ever did for myself.
I love that. Oh my gosh. But you know what? They say like, because from the moment it started, if you're still well and you're alive and you obviously don't have it. Some people don't get it. Some people do. But like I
I
love that you're staying home and you're keeping busy.
Yeah, yeah. This has kept me going. So, Susan, back to you now. You turn the tables around for a minute.
Because
So
I
tell
love
us.
you. And I feel like you just have so much to give. Like you have so much, you're so honest and raw. And I just love that about you.
Oh,
You're
thank you so
amazing.
much.
Yeah.
When are you going to
Yeah.
address me again, Susan?
When are we catching up again? That's the question.
After all this, my first flight, I have Eva that is watching. You know, Eva, she lives in Australia.
Yeah.
Now you guys are friends?
Yeah, well, we just caught up like recently, but we haven't been
Yeah.
friends for a bit. Yeah. But we're
So I
not
was
friends.
telling, I hosted Eva last week and I told her the first flight is to Australia. Now that I have two girls, I'm going to come and we take Australia down.
Mm-hmm. Tell them.
So
It's hard.
tell us, are you comfortable talking about your relationship status or your life or anything?
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Who
we can
is
talk.
Mutesi? Who is Susan if she's not making clothes, being an actress, being a musician, being writing, being everything, being the other thing? Who is Susan on a normal day?
Um, Baggy shirts. Listen, listen. So that's me all day, you know.
All day.
I yeah, like like I love on a normal day. Um, if I'm not writing or singing or worshiping or praying, if I'm not doing that, I think I just love being comfortable. I'm a very down to earth girl. I just love being me. Um, I love wearing sportswear, and I love to work out. Um,
Yeah, I've
I
seen you
lo-
in amazing sports shorts. I love that.
yeah, I love, I'm not like very like, oh, strong, abs, like, ooh, flex, but at the same time, I love doing it for my sanity, for my
Hmm.
brain, I just think better. I see better. I'm refocused. I'm ready to go for something else. Um, I love relaxing at the beach. I miss Rolexes. I would love to have a Rolex. I
Yeah.
would,
What is your favorite food back home?
um, I like. Oh, I love
That's
that
okay.
Luwombo stuff. You know that Luwombo stuff.
With meat or with fish?
Ooh,
Oh no, you love chicken
stop.
wombo.
I love fish too. And fish would be nice. I can't even remember if I've tried the fish one.
Have you tried the
Maybe I
fish with
have.
peanut sauce?
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. With
Yummy.
nice
Yummy.
matoke. Oh, African food. Everyone, you need to come to Uganda for food, just for food.
What is that one memorable thing you remember the last time you were in Kampala?
Ooh, one memory. People need to understand that when you go to Africa, it's fun. Like you're always having constant fun when you're in good company too. So it's hard to say this is not nice, this is not nice because it's the people, it's the company, it's the laughter. Whether
Yeah.
whether it's sad moments or good moments, it's the people and the company you keep. So whether you're doing charity work or whether you're hanging, you know, in the club with someone or whether you're talking to your auntie, it's always like a moment that will leave something with you. So I can't really you know nitpick it,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
it's been a while too, so
It's been a
I
while.
need to visit again. Yeah, I need to visit again.
What do you think about the Ugandan fashion industry?
We can improve, but I love that. I love where it's going. I feel like um what the industry is doing, and I see you host some fashion ththings too. Hey, do
Us,
you?
yeah, we do. We try. What do you have to say about us first? The last time you attended them, I think, was 2015, if I'm not mistaken. And
Yeah,
have you
probably.
been following us first? And have you seen where we are right now?
Yes. Oh my gosh, so much improvement, and I love what Brian's doing. I love his vision. He's such a very hardworking man. Hi,
Very
Brian. I
hardworking.
love you. You
I'm
just
sure
need to
you should
call
be
me
awake
again.
by now. Yeah.
He's amazing. Like, and I love the passion and the team that's coming around, and just to see fashion in Africa being taken to a different level, and to see girls glamming up. It's like meet the gala in the United States. Like it's to
Yes.
that level. Like it's so
Because
good. I
everyone
like it.
turns up all dressed up.
Listen, it's a whole day of beautification, from hair to shoes to who's driving you to,
Who's
security
opening your
to
car door?
exactly to the shoe, who's dressing you. Hello. It's a whole year of planning who you're wearing. I love it.
And
I
that's
love it.
why I have officially asked you, when are you gonna dress me for ASFA 2020?
Is it happening? Is it even
I would
still
love for it
happening?
to happen, but I think we might have to stay away from big crowds, from events until next year.
Oh,
If I remember correctly, there is no concerts that are gonna happen this year, no gatherings, no church. Yeah,
oh yeah.
so it might not happen, but if it happens again, miss,
Yeah. It's probably going to happen next year. So if it does happen next year, probably I will come. I would love to
would
come and
you
perform or come and do
would you
something.
love showcasing or performing?
I would love to perform. Showcasing is a lot of work if
It's
you're
a lot
bringing
of
like a lot
work.
of, yeah, it's a lot of effort. But I would love to either perform or yeah, and do something. Yeah, I would love to come definitely. I
Oh,
love I love that event.
everybody loves it. You know, some from
Yeah.
since the lockdown, we've seen so many memes going around. Oh, I can't wait for us first. Oh, I'm dressed up to go to us first, but in my house. So it's an event that is actually put Uganda
On that
on the
level.
bigger
Yeah.
scale. His red carpet is always it's the biggest red carpet in in Africa, actually, not East Africa. So
Okay.
yes, yes, his red carpet is the biggest red carpet.
I love that. Congratulations,
Yes. So
Brian.
I hope
Yeah.
Brian is watching, and then we can talk about seeing Susan Mutesi performing live.
That would be awesome.
Okay, now we're gonna get into something difficult. Some people don't want to share that part of their life, but I'll ask, what is your relationship status, young lady?
Oh, oh Lord. Okay. I'm very single, y'all. I've been single for a long time.
Would you want to talk about why you've been single for a long time?
Um, I just haven't um I've never stopped and thought about it. Like, like you do life, like you just do life, you're just living, you're just pursuing and you're just chasing goals and
Yeah,
but I'm in a season where I would love to have be in a relationship. I would love to meet the right person, not
yeah,
just anyone, but the right
yeah,
person.
the
You gotta
right
be
one.
just yeah, there is a right one. There is a
There
right
is a
guy.
right one for everybody, but sometimes we rush into things and we end up choosing
Yeah.
the wrong one, or we end
Ooh,
up
yeah.
getting the person that is not meant to be yours and they're meant to be someone else's. So there is always that confusion along the way.
Yeah. No, I'm very single, but do I want to mingle? I would love to mingle. I'd love to meet a good, beautiful, nice, kind,
Yes.
God-fearing guy, successful, ambitious. Don't slow me down because I'm running. Um, all right. Yeah, I would love to meet somebody. Yeah.
Would you love to have babies in the future?
Oh, yes. Oh my gosh. I want twins. That's why I was excited when you said you had twins. I'm like, listen, I
Yes,
want
I'm going to
twins,
bless you. Let's bless you with twins. Sprinkle,
please.
sprinkle.
Oh, I received them twins.
I've sprinkled you with a little blessings for twins right now.
I take it. I take it right now.
Yes,
Judith,
so Susan, yeah,
I want twins.
you're going to get them with the right man. Remember that, with the right man.
Yes.
Okay. Susan, what is that chapter in your book that you actually say this will change somebody's life if they read it and they haven't been feeling good about themselves?
I would definitely say chapter five. And honestly, chapter five is such a defining chapter for the character Tabitha. And it will really show you how you can deal with racism when someone is racist to you or when someone either says something that's mean to you. Because sometimes the first thing when people say mean stuff to us, the first thing to do is retaliate or say nasty things back. But taking that moment to realize that to have grace for someone else, even if people are arrogant or just being mean, you know?
Oh,
I
I
would say,
see. Oh, sorry,
yeah,
go on. Go on, darling.
yeah.
Sorry.
No, no, I was just saying, so definitely chapter five is a very defined for me. I would say chapter five will be quite defining for anyone, honestly. But the whole book will teach you and encourage you to find, especially like identity in you, identity in who you are, identity in what you're looking for, in accepting your hair, like
Yeah,
appreciating things about you that are unique about you, like you as a black woman, or you as a white person, or you as an Asian, you as a Mexican, Spanish, whoever you are. This book will help you understand identity. It's not just being unapologetically black. It's actually just saying celebrate you, celebrate your
yeah,
quirks, celebrate your beauty spots, celebrate anything that makes you people have bullied you for, made you feel insecure. celebrate that. And at the end of the day, the answer to all this is love. Love for yourself, love for others, and forgiveness. Yeah.
Thank you, darling. And can you
Yeah.
please tell about our viewers for the day where we can actually get the book?
The book, yes. Okay. So you can get the book on Amazon and Kindle. You can read the book. Oh yeah, you put it there, honey. I love you. You're so good. Okay,
Yeah.
so you can definitely find the book on Amazon. If you go add me and we become friends, because I want to be friends with all of you. Judith had friends. Um, yeah, you can find it in my bio. There's a link there, and Judy has just pinned the book there.
Yeah,
So
the
on
book.
Amazon and Kindle, find it, share it. This book is gonna honestly change your life, and it's a simple read. You can read it in 2 hours. I can read a book in 2 hours. Like it's so simple, it's encouraging, and definitely for if you have children and if you're a mother, if you're a person, if you're a human being, get it. It will encourage you. It will bless you. Yeah.
Somebody was asking, where are we from? Which story? When we start talking, we can't stop to read comments, and that's what we're doing right now.
Okay.
Frank was asking, where are we from? I live in Uganda. I'm half Ugandan, half Rwandese.
Me too, yeah. Like, listen, I have so many, my parents are like so mixed, but I'm definitely Ugandan and I'm also Australian. I do have dual citizenship, so yeah.
Dagire Bridget says, I'm also inspired by Ugandan fashion. And
Yeah.
Mariam says, Judith is this kind of seems like Ugandan designers aren't necessarily embracing their culture, and it's more like wanting to be more westernized.
I think there is nothing wrong with getting inspirations from different cultures or of the American culture or anything. It doesn't take away from us as Africans because we always bring that African flavor. You know, I've never
Yeah.
been to the ASFA Awards and I never felt like it wasn't Ugandan because we bring the Ugandan attitude, the culture, the music,
The
as much as
music.
we are dressed in couture and gowns designed by either African designers or Western designers, at the end of the day, it's what it is. It's an African event that
Yeah.
celebrates fashion. And if we're celebrating fashion, it shouldn't just be
It shouldn't yeah, just be
diverse.
African. We have to be diverse, and that's why we've seen Gucci having Ankara designs in their shop. So it's being
Yes.
diverse. I think today the fashion industry is mixed and it's diverse. So
Yeah.
nobody tries to be
Yeah.
more westernized here. So I hope she got the answers she wanted. Come on,
Yeah.
girls. Okay, we answered.
When we don't love
Oh,
ourselves.
Keith
Mm,
says, "Come on, girls, ladies, you just have to open out your wings to be the to meet the kind." I think you wanted to say to me, you just have to open. You just have to
yeah.
open out your wings to be the kind, I think to meet the kind of guys in your circle. Good
Yeah. No,
morning,
we
everyone.
definitely have open wings.
And Joan Adela says, once you learn how to appreciate everything about yourself, it will be easy for you to educate those that don't understand your background. Thank you,
Yeah.
Jonah.
Yeah. I love that. That's beautiful.
And he says you must be willing to embrace any fashion. Thank you, Jonah. Yes, that's how it's
Yeah.
supposed to be. We're supposed to embrace. It's fashion, for God's sake. You can't, if you're fashionable, you never stop
Yeah.
and say, where is this from? It's how it looks, and it's how it looks on you. So you always go with
Yeah.
whatever comes. So guys,
I
it's
would
not the kind.
say the only way to learn and grow is by opening yourself to different things. You will
Yeah.
not you can't grow if you're stuck in one place and you're not open to different cultures. What are the people in other places doing? But how can we be better and add our own inspiration as Africans. We you know what I mean? Africa needs to grow because we are rich in culture. True. Like, but that when it comes to culture, and that's what I'm saying, like teaching us, creating a culture of love and acceptance, and what are the standards of beauty? Like, some people say when you have a big butt, you're beautiful. At the end of the day, your partner, when you choose a life partner, and he tells you, I accepted you because of this tribe. To be honest, once you're in that marriage and that wears out, he's gonna see you. He's not gonna be looking at your butt, your boobs, all that physicality. At the end of the day, when you're fighting, you're two individuals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it happens a lot here in Uganda, where you find people say, "Oh, because you are this tribe, you can't sit with us because you that
Wow.
tribe, you're stupid because you're Munyankole, you've
Yeah.
taken all the money because you're Munyarwanda."
Mm.
Because your father is Rwandese, then you need to get
Yeah.
out of Uganda because you're taking our jobs, you're taking our this, you're taking our this. So I
Yeah.
think that's what he was actually talking about. Tribalism, we ourselves end up we hate ourselves, we hate each other
That's so
because we don't,
real. Yeah.
so that mentality should be washed out
It's
of
a
our head.
mindset. It's definitely
Yeah.
a mindset.
Eva,
It's us
hi
changing how we
Eva.
think.
Trudy, okay. Eva says words, wise words from wise women. Thank you, darling. Thank you guys for joining us this morning. You're chilling in our studios today. We have Susan Mutesi, all the way from
Yay.
Australia, and she's launching her book, Unapologetically Black One. It's pinned
Mm.
under here. You can go follow Mutesi. You can find her book on Amazon and where else?
Amazon and Kindle. So on Kindle,
And
it's an app. You can actually download the Kindle app and you can read the book for free. I created this book to educate, to inspire, to encourage you. So, to be honest with you, the more people that can have it and feel encouraged about being in their own skin, whether you're white or black, to be honest, for me, that's a blessing. So, get the book and be inspired and be unapologetic for nothing.
And guys, remember, you just had it. It's a free book. You can, right now, we don't have so much to do. So you can always get on your phone, go to Amazon, read the book, and then always come back and comment. Let us know what inspired you in the book. What has the book changed about how you feel about yourself? So feel free to do that today or tomorrow or the other day. Then Trudy Mukisa says, in Africa, girls think bleaching is the only way to become beautiful.
Wow, we did talk about that.
We
And
did
there is
talk.
I'm writing about Unapologetically Black too. Is gonna address a lot of things in regards to skin bleaching, and I'm doing a lot of research in why people do that, and also like ideology. So look out for my second book. It's gonna definitely touch about skin bleaching, but like we talked about it before, I think self-love. Honestly, practice self-love.
Claire Bay says, Susan Mutesi, thank you for the advice given to the young girls. Thank you, Claire, for
Mm.
joining us today.
Yeah,
Who
thanks, Claire.
else? Oh, thank you, Claire. Okay. Guys, thank you. Okay, we've gone through that. Yes, yes, yes. And so, darling, I hate to keep you for long. I know you have so many other things to do. I just got comfortable because it was a really educational conversation this morning. I'm so blessed to have you
Yeah.
join me today. I've learned a few things from you, and thank you so much for joining me. What would be your last words to people during this lockdown, during this pandemic? What advice would you give to a young man, a young girl that is stuck at home, no
Yeah.
food to eat, with no, they've lost their
Mm,
job, they don't know where
mm,
they're gonna get even tea the next morning? How would you
mm.
advise them to handle the situation?
I think reach out in any organization, especially like people who have nothing, especially nothing. I think there is a lot of organizations and charities that are reaching out, and church people that are reaching out wherever you are. Like I know my church is reaching out to communities that have nothing. I know there's a lot of communities that are like stores that have decreased their prices to be able to help people. I think also us as individuals, we need to reach out to people who have nothing and share what we have. I think this pandemic is a test. It's testing us and teaching us how to love people more better
Yeah.
and to think of one another, not for you to collect toilet paper for yourself, but think about someone else who doesn't have and
Yeah.
reach out and be a helping hand. One thing I would say is stay at home, obviously, like do the best for yourself and stay at home. And if you need help, reach out to your neighbors and see a better way of what you can do. I
Yeah.
know people in the villages that are actually feeling blessed because of their crops and they can be there and it's safer places there right now. But I think also keep your mind creative. If you're creative, keep your mind on positive thoughts. Don't get yourself into depression because fear and being locked in can create depression. If you have problems with drinking or pornography or the wrong habits or womanizing and things like that, this is a place where you should work on yourself so that when you get out of that pandemic, you're
A
better.
different
You
person and better.
yeah, a better person. So work on yourself. If instead of looking online for the wrong things, meditate on good things, look up teachings that can help you maybe stop certain habits, work out. I love when I see Judith online morning, she's doing her little stretches, it's so cute, and I'm like, you go girl. Like join people who are working out, join a live session of someone working out. Or I love listening to Devon Franklin. He's always talking
Yeah.
about relationships. I'm always looking for the right people that feed my mind
Yeah.
positively. Find church online. There is a lot of churches. You can't say if you feel like you need something. Honestly, look for
Don't go
positive
to the bad
things.
one. Go to the positive.
Positive things, positive mindset, because you want to get out alive. You want to live. You have a
Yeah.
purpose and the reason why you didn't get COVID today. So the fact that you still have breath in your lungs, there is so much the world needs you and there is purpose for you. So I love you and I see you. Me and Judith, we see you and we love you. So
All right, darling. Thank you so much for joining us today. May God protect you. Stay safe at home. Stay blessed. And I'll get
mhm.
back to you after reading this book. I cannot wait to read it. So
Thank you.
stay safe,
Definitely give
darling.
me some feedback. Yeah, I would
I will
love that.
definitely do. I will definitely do. All right,
Yeah.
babe. You take care.
Thank you,
And see you
Judith.
soon. Thank you, darling.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
What's the book called so that I download it?
And what did I just do? Good morning. Good morning, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. I know it was so early, but guess what? Early bats get the worm. So we just got some wisdom right there from a sister living in Australia. Miss Sean, are you awake? So, guys, later today, I'll be having